Hey, I'm John Thielen. I'm the host of Lindy's Fish Head TV. And you know, if you watch the show, one of the things you know is I do love to troll crankbaits because I believe it catches a lot of big fish. In fact, to be honest with you, back when I was fishing the professional walleye trail, I spent more time pulling crankbaits than I did live bait fishing, even though I grew up on Mille Lacs Lake and Leech Lake and some of these lakes in Minnesota where it seemed like you needed to be live baiting all the time. I'll tell you what, I always caught more fish and I caught bigger fish trolling. And one of the biggest tools I've ever had when it comes to my trolling is my TROLLMaster unit. And that's a throttle control that's hooked up to my kicker motor. And what this allows me to do is actually dial the throttle without sitting here on the handle and messing around with my wrist and trying to find that exact spot. I can actually just simply by the push of a button adjust my throttle control and get that throttle control to that exact speed that the fish like. Here's the other thing I'm able to do. If I get a big fish on and we're bringing this fish to the boat and I'm concerned that it's gonna get off because I'm going too fast, with one push of a button, I can hit the idle switch. I hit that idle switch and now the boat's in idle. I can hit it again and I can go right back to resuming, going forward, so I'm right back in gear. The other thing I can do is I can vary the speed of my crankbaits, and I think that makes a big difference in catching fish. Here's how I can do it really, really easy. I don't have to push a bunch of buttons. All I gotta do is hit my max throttle button. Up I go to max throttle, I let it off, and I come right back down. So what I did is I just juiced those crankbaits, gave them a hard little run, and gave those fish a chance to see something that triggers them. And that's how you catch more fish when you're pulling crankbaits. Last thing I can show you that I think is really cool is you can go slower and faster in increments of 1. Okay, this goes up to 100, but in increments of 1. So I mean, I am barely moving it. I'm talking tenths of a mile an hour. But let's say I want to get up to speed faster. If I hold that rabbit button in, it'll start jogging up by increments of 10. Then I can do the same thing coming back down. So I can get to a speed really, really quickly and I can maintain it, or I can get to a speed, a neighborhood that I want to be at really quickly, and then bring it back down or back up in increments of 1. So I can find that exact neighborhood that Jeff and I want to be in today to catch these fish. Last thing I'm going to tell you about this new wireless control, and that's what I really wanted to show you today. This is a new wireless control. No longer do I have a cord out on the floor. And this wireless control does all of those great things I just talked about. And if you run a Panther steering system, you can also steer off of this. It's got steering capabilities as well. So no matter what it is you do, this new TROLLMaster Pro3 does exactly what you need for trolling. I don't care what species it is you're chasing, how your boat's equipped. It's made for all various kicker motors. You can do all kinds of different applications with it, and it'll flat out help you catch more fish day in and day out. I will not troll crankbaits without a TROLLMaster Pro3 anymore. This wireless version is the real deal.